Now we're going to explore the features of the teacher menu, which is, there's got a lot of different things. Up here, teacher, you can enable the teacher menu. We talked about save with activity wizard. Okay, one thing that I also like is URL hyperlink. A really easy way, if you've got a whole bunch of links that you want a student to go to, you can make, and you can save it as an activity, a document. So for example, I say this is going to be linked to Google, not that they don't know how to. But sometimes websites, URL, which stands for Uniform Resource Locator, that's the techie term for website, they can be really giant. So maybe you go out and if you have a website, like just say let's find National Geographic for kids. And you want the kids to go to National Geographic for kids. Now, it's not the longest, worst one, but in having them type that in and they could spell it wrong, you can simply find the website. If you click on it, it highlights the whole website if you haven't done this before. You can right-click or click and hold on a Mac and copy it. It's in copy memory now, so just say I want to make this globe into a link to, so the kids can click on it and go to National Geographic. If I go to the teacher menu, maybe it has to be a word. Oh, I think I have to highlight a word. I'm sorry. So let's type in here. I apologize. Let's just do National Geographic. If I highlight the word and I go to the teacher, see URL hyperlink is an option. So you have to have the word that you want to be the link highlighted. And watch, it even says National Geo. I could fix it. You only want one HTTP. I kind of hate that it puts that in there. So if you were just typing it in, you could just type it in. But I'm going to delete this, and then I'm going to right click, or you can click and hold on a Mac and paste. And here's the URL. If you don't delete the HTTP, you'll see HTTP : twice. You want to get rid of it. You only want to have HTTP : / once. And I can click OK, and now watch. It's a link. So blue, click on it, it takes to the National Geographic Kids page. So the URL thing is awesome because then you can just make an activity of a whole bunch of different links and the kids can go to it, and it's an easy way for them to go out to the different websites. So watch, I could do Google, URL hyperlink. Now I know Google's web address, so I could just type it in, www.google.com, and now it's a link. Click on it. It's going to take me to Google. If you just learn how to do that, it can make Kidspiration and your life a lot easier. Because if you've gone into a lab with a bunch of students and here type this in and they're like, I spelled it wrong, I can't get here, this solves all those problems. Even if you just do it for one. Save as activity, they open Kidspiration, they go to it, there you go. Another thing about it, we talked about the new symbol libraries are in here as well. There's the application options that you might use. This is the whole thing. These are all the things that are turned on or turned off. If you want to set a password so people can't get into things in terms of the teacher libraries, you can set the password. If you want put your toolbar at the bottom, you can put the toolbar at the bottom. If you don't want it to talk to you, like when you put your cursor over things, you can undo the talking interface. If you don't want the ear, the listen tool to work, you can uncheck that. If you don't want the kids to be able to record sounds, you can uncheck that. Live hyperlinks, if you don't want to do hyperlinks, I'm not sure why you would want to. The ones that I really think are the most important one is maybe turning off the talking interface. That's really it in application options, but I wanted to show you the ones that are there. And then the preferred word processor, I can tell you I don't even know what Scholastic keys are, but the preferred word processor is Word, or you could pick Scholastic keys. So that's the application options. You may never even go in there, but I just want to show you it's there. Another thing, see there, and my toolbar is now on the bottom. Everything's on the bottom. So you can basically, if you don't like it, I can go back into application options and put my tool at the top. But if you're using this with kids, little kids, and you're using it on a Mimeo board, maybe you want your tools on the bottom so the kids can reach it. Good use. Okay, then you have these cool things, lesson plans. Now lesson plans are going to take you into a folder, Kidspiration lesson plans. It does not have a lesson plan for every single one of the activities, But this is like a lot, the regrouping exemplar. It's one of the activities, and there is a lesson plan that you can open up and take a look at and see how do they use adding and regrouping. They may be good, they may be bad, and it tells you the standards, the grade level, teacher instructions. It's a PDF file. So just to show you that again, if you go into the teacher menu and you want to look to see if there's any good lesson plans that went with any of these, notice these are the different activity categories. You can look in science, open it up, and you've got find food chains. So you just have a few, but maybe it's something that you want and it'll save you time. So that's one good thing in the lesson plans. Also in the teacher menu, you've got teacher resources online. We went to that community site. I showed you that before. Technical support if you need help. And what are lesson plans here? This is just another way to view online the lesson plans, because sometimes it's a pain when you go into the activities to like scroll through them all. So you can look through, here's once again the activity categories, and look at this way. K through 2, let's see what the ones they think are science. And these are ones that they have. Notice it's not all of the different activities, but here's the balanced meal ones. These are the activities that they have lesson plans for as well. It's just another view. It's not any different than basically looking through the lesson plans here. Like if I go to teacher, lesson plans, in science, oh, I should say, sorry, I'm wrong. There are different ones here. Here's find food chains. Notice in science, I don't see the balanced meal. So I apologize, I misspoke. So you can see teacher lesson plans, the ones that are in the folder, and teacher resources online. They may be different lesson plans, but they all go with the different activities. That's pretty much what you're going to use in the teacher menu. I can't see you using anything else. You can feel free to explore if you want to.